Soon through the dewy dark on noiseless wings flew Morpheus, and with brief delay arrived at Trachis town, and laying his wings aside, took Ceyx's form and face, and deathly pale and naked, stood beside his poor wife's bed. His beard was wet, and from his sodden hair the sea drips flowed. Then leaning over her, weeping, he said, "Poor, poor Alcyone, do you know me, your Ceyx? Am I changed in death? Look, now you see, you recognize. Ah, not your husband, but your husband's ghost. Your prayers availed me nothing, I am dead. Feed not your heart with hope, hope false and vain. A wild sou'wester in the Aegean Sea, striking my ship in its huge hurricane, destroyed her. Over my lips, calling your name, calling in vain, the waters washed. These tidings no dubious courier brings, no vague report. Myself, here, shipwrecked, my own fate reveal. Come, rise and weep, put on your mourning, weep, nor unlamented suffer me to join the shadowy spirits of the underworld." So Morpheus spoke too in such a voice as she must think her husband's, and his tears she took for true, and used her Ceyx's gestures. Asleep she moaned and wept and stretched her arms to hold him, but embraced the empty air. "Oh, wait for me," she cried, "why haste away? I will come too." Roused by her voice's sound, and by her husband's ghost, now wide awake, she looked. Her anxious maids had brought a lamp. Was he still there where he just now had stood? But found him nowhere. Then she beat her brow, and rent her robe, and struck her naked breast, and tore her hair, too wild to let it down. And when her nurse asked why she grieved so sore, "Alcyone's no more, no more," she cried. She died with Ceyx, died when Ceyx died. Give me no words of comfort, he is dead, shipwrecked and drowned. I saw him, knew him, tried to hold him, as he vanished in my arms. He was a ghost, but yet distinct and clear, truly my husband's ghost, though to be sure his face was changed, his shining grace was gone. Naked and deathly pale, with dripping hair, I saw him. Woe is me! He stood just here. She searched for footprints in his misery. This it was that my prophetic soul dreaded when I besought you not to leave me, not to set sail. At least, since you were bound for death, I should have been aboard. How blessed had I sailed with you! So had spent no hour without you, had in death not been apart. Now far away I've died, oh, far away I'm tossed amid the billows. Ocean's deeps are holding me now without myself. My heart were cruel as the sea, if I strove to live on, fought to survive a grief so great. But I'll not fight, nor ever more leave you, poor Ceyx. Now at least we'll be together, though no urn our ashes hold. On one tomb letters carved shall link our love, so shall our names, if not our bones, embrace. Grief checked her then, each word a sobbing choke, as from her heart low moans of anguish broke. Morning had come, she went down to the shore, and sadly sought the place where she had stood to see him go. And while she lingered there, thinking, here he cast off, on the beach here kissed me goodbye, each spot a memory, and gazing out to sea, she thought she saw, floating far out, what seemed to be a corpse. At first she stood uncertain, till the waves washed it a little nearer. Then for sure, though still not close, it was a corpse, but whose she knew not, yet the omen A man drowned, moved her to tears. Alas for you, she said, poor soul, whoever you are, and for your wife, if wife you have. Then nearer on the waves the body floated, and the more she gazed, the more distraught she grew, till close in short came, dear God, and she could recognize her husband. Oh, it's he, she shrieked, and tore her hair, her robe, in trembling arms outstretched. Is this, she cried, my dearest love, is this so piteous, how you come home to me? Hard by was a high mole, built to exhaust the sea's attack and break the battling waves. On this she leapt, most wonderful, and then she flew, and through the air on new-found wings sped skimming o'er the waves, a hapless bird. And as she flew, her slender bill poured forth sad, plaintive cries that seemed to speak of grief. And when she reached the silent, bloodless corpse, her new wings clasped her loved one. Her hard beak printed cold, futile kisses on his lips. Whether he felt them or the lapping waves raised Ceyx's head, folk doubted, yet for sure he felt them. And at last, for pity's sake, the gods changed both to birds. The same strange fate they shared, and still their love endured. The bonds of wedlock bound them still, though they were birds. They mate and rear their young, and in the winter, for 7 days of calm, Alcyone broods on her nest, born cradled on the waves. Calm lies the sea. The wind god keeps his squalls imprisoned, and forbids the storms to break. And days are tranquil for his grandson's sake.